on CPR's Clubhouse.
What up?
How are you?
Oh, man, just blessed to be on your show, bro. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you for the invite. Although we're only, talking on the phone, I feel like I'm there in the studios with you, man.
It's awesome. I'm following your Instagram account at the real Frankie J. You just visited Lucha Libre Taco Shop, and we're just talking about that off the air. Because, man, that's like my two favorite things, Mexican food and pro wrestling. And a place I have to visit.
You would love that place. If ever you come down to San Diego, you call me, and we'll definitely go there. My DJ is very good friends with the owner of the place, and I had suggested to go to do some lunch today after work. And we went to that spot, and man, let me tell you, I almost walked out of there like with a big old belly, carrying a big old belly, man, because I literally ate so much food. It's very good food, man, very, very good. But yeah, when you come to San Diego, you let me know. We'll take you there.
Speaking of San Diego, you got a big concert coming up on the 13th. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 13th of February, it's a show called Love and Soul. And it's a pre-Valentine's show. It's Valentine's weekend, obviously. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm inviting a few friends of mine that I've come to know throughout the years, and some that are new, to the industry. So it's going to be inside a place called the Music Box, which is very kind of similar to a House of Blues, and very music-oriented spot. And fairly new here in San Diego, so I'm glad to be breaking the spot up. And,
no pun intended, right? Breaking?
No pun intended.
Let's
I'm excited, man.
I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you've made it to the point where you can be at a venue and have fans come and see you and get tickets.
Absolutely,
and
man.
I like the fact that you went and did a face-to-face with the fans today. That's also a great thing.
Absolutely. I always think that it's a very sincere thing to do from an artist coming in from because a lot of people look at you as, oh my gosh, superstar, celebrity. I don't see myself that way. I see myself like a regular person, normal person. Yes, we are in the public eye, but to me, I always like to be personable with the people. I like to be very hands-on when it comes to having them meet you face to face and really having like a real quick chit chat with them and talking about what it is that is, why are they coming to the show, or what it is that they're looking forward to, listening to.
Excellent.
And so I think it's very cool that an artist can do that with their fans, Now,
before you were a Cumbia King, or before you were Frankie J, you were Frankie Boy.
You're taking me back.
Yeah, you were Frankie Boy.
You're taking me back, man.
Yeah, man. We were playing some of your first songs, your freestyle songs, and we introduced My Precious Love in Spanish,
wow.
and when we first met, and all that good stuff. And now, have you always loved freestyle?
I grew up with freestyle. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My brother, who is 4 years older than me, he was 16 years old. I was 12 years old, and he was starting to DJ at family functions, house parties, and stuff like that. And I would always like to trail behind him, carrying his crate. And he was buying nothing but freestyle records. I remember literally looking at a Noel Silent Morning 12-inch single, and also a Bat of the Heart when it was with Legosa back in the day, and Legosa Records or Legosa Productions with George, and I just remember listening to all these sounds that moved me as a kid. And Stevie B, of course, was big in the 80s. So I grew up with that sound, loving the sound. And, I guess you could say that it was my beginning into the music industry and what I was going to become,
And the great part about that is that you ended up, moving from freestyle to pop music. And,
right.
And you got into the R&B and the Latin market. and you are very successful to this day. People love you. You went on tour with Jennifer Lopez and Enrique Iglesias.
Yes.
And now you made this comeback with BREAKIN. You dropped a video in November. You dropped a freestyle single in December. And what made you do that? Why did you come back to the music?
Wow, man, that's a good question. Well, after being so long in the industry and seeing, when you really believe in something, you're going to go for it. You're going to go for it and attack it and get it. And I remember having so many people telling me, you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to go ahead and make this move. And I was just like, you know what? In a sense, I felt like I needed to do it because I was just starting. I was barely beginning. Now that I've, like you said, been in these major tours, been around for a while, people know the name, and the fans, first and foremost, thank you to the fans for their love and support. They keep supporting me. I felt like it was time to come back to my real roots, which was the freestyle roots. How, paying homage to those artists that inspired, the music. And as a kid, I was probably, 10, 11, 12 years old listening to these amazing songs on the radio when radio played the heck out of freestyle on the top 40 countdowns and all that stuff. So I felt like I needed to come back and reminisce and also reintroduce it to the younger generation, to the kids who have yet to hear freestyle, who probably to this day don't even know what freestyle music is. To them, if you say freestyle, to them it's a rap or something off the top of your head. But to me, it means Latin hip-hop. To me, it means my culture. To me, it means what I grew up with. To me, it means music with heart, with feeling, with soul, that brings you back to a certain feeling or a certain moment in time. And I feel like that is missing in today's radio. So by coming back to the style and by coming back with BREAKIN, I felt like it could do something. And I believe in it. And I believe in it so much. And I'm grateful and I appreciate that you guys are supporting the record, are playing the record to the younger generation who's out there right now thinking, oh my gosh, what is this? So that's why I wanted to come back and do something like this. And to me, this is very special.
And the great part about it is that the generation that you listen to are now embracing you. TKA, K7 called me up, loved the song. George Lamond, very public on social media, on the support of the song. Yes. And, how does it feel to have George Lamond? I know you've performed with him, and you were a guest of his at his special event. At his 25th anniversary of his career. You know what? To me, that is super amazing, and it's such a humbling experience to know that the people that you looked up to as a kid are now, your friends. And to some degree or to some extent, even a fan of your music. To me, it's just like mind-blowing, like, wow, I can't believe George Lamond is my homie now, and KL from CKA, who is K7, is I can call him a friend, I can call him a homie too, and every chance I get, if I text them or if I call them, they pick up and they say hello. I mean, to me, even Stevie B, I've spoken with Stevie B, and I've told him, like, you guys have been a huge inspiration to my life and to my career, that I feel that, to a certain degree, they have helped me accomplish what I have accomplished today. So it's like I'm just in awe every day that I get a chance to speak to them, because they were my inspiration as a kid. I just appreciate, though, the fact that you were in freestyle and that was your beginning. You went and became successful, are successful at R&B and pop and Latin music, and that you come back to your roots. I think that right there shows the kind of an artist that you are and the kind of respect that you have for freestyle music, and the support should be there for you because of that. I love the video. I love the fact that you have it in English, Spanglish, and now there's going to be a strictly Spanish version, for what I was told. Yes. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. There was a few people that didn't want me to make this choice.
They didn't want me to take the step into doing freestyle music. They thought it would be, or they think, at least they think, that this could be almost a career killer because they didn't want me to go into this style. Because to them, it felt like it was old school. It was something that Frankie J could never do. And that it was something that would be almost like coming back down, from where I was at. And I just did not care what those people thought. I didn't want to hear their words because I felt something within my heart that was more powerful than any opinion from someone that doesn't even know who I am as an artist. So I just I wanted to share that because a lot of people think that artists can just go ahead and write a song or or put a record out and think, okay, this is it sounds awesome and it's going to be a hit, but there's so much stuff that goes behind an idea, that goes behind a plan, that could almost stop a project. So I always tell everybody, if you believe in something and you know in your heart that it is you and it's nobody else, go for it. Do it. Now, and don't stop at nothing.
When you were doing a freestyle, originally there was supposed to be an album, a Frankie Boy album. Is that true?
There is. I want to say almost like an EP. I don't think there was ever an album because I know that I did cut. I want to say probably about 8 songs. But the album never was done. It was never finised.
And now
I was about maybe 15 years old then. So
wow! But now here we are, 2016, and you're planning an album now.
Now I am
a freestyle album.
Yes, a full entire freestyle album, and I'm very, very happy to be announcing that. Yes.
And what producers would you like to have work with you? I know that you have your own team, but do you have any dream producers that you would like to have produce some freestyle?
Absolutely. Well, right now I'm working with the actual person that I actually produced my very first freestyle records with. He goes by the name of James Galvez, and he actually co-produced "Don't Wanna Try" with me on my very first pop album. And so we're working again. James Galvez helped me produce this one, "BREAKIN," and also I've been talking a lot with Chris Barbosa, and planning on what we're going to do with this project as far as him coming in.
Mr. Legoso Records himself, man. Can you believe that? The man who produced George Lamond.
Bad of the Heart. I mean, you name it. Where Does That Leave Love? Look Into My Eyes. Without You. I mean, Shannon, Let the Music Play.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can go
Monet.
on and on and on.
Monet is the reason why I do this. A song called Come On To Me. It's just like the first freestyle record I ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
And I just fell in love. I just fell in love with the music.
Yeah, man. So, working, or even the idea of working with Chris is like, wow. I mean, I've had the privilege of meeting Chris at George Lamond's 25th anniversary out in New York, and I told him, that I would love to work with him one day. And he was such a nice guy, very humble, Christian man, and he was like, hey, whatever you want to do, Frankie, let's put something together, let's go. So I'm excited about possibly, doing something with him. And then another person that I've talked to is Carlos Barrios.
Wow.
Who actually, George Lamond connected me with him, and I just said, I'm going to go ahead and call Carlos to see what his thoughts are. So I connected with him, and we actually got the chance to talk for quite a few minutes, and probably almost an hour, I want to say. And we were just talking about the music industry and what I wanted to do. So it would be awesome to work with these two amazing producers.
I only have one request. I need to hear a George Lamond, Frankie J duet. A collaboration.
It's in the works, man.
And freestyle. The wishes do come true.
In the works.
So
it's in the works.
BREAKIN has been number 1 for 5 weeks in a row. Right now, we're currently counting down the top 10 songs. We are currently at the top 4 songs in Freestyle right now. And what do you think? You think it'll be number 1 for 6 weeks?